Hi everyone, welcome to Financial Insights. I'm Linda, your accounting coach, where we believe relationships plus information plus action equals success. Today, I want to give you 5 accounting basic tips. In 2014, I started my business while I was working full time. I've always enjoyed accounting. I find it very peaceful to sit behind a computer, put together a spreadsheet, look at financials, look at the general ledger, and figure out what's going on. For many of us, that's not the case. I will be honest with you, when I first started my business, I didn't look at my financials often. I can probably do my bank rec in less than 5 minutes. But pretty much if you ask me, I could tell you off the top of my head what was going on financially. But for many of us, as I stated, that's not the case. So we have to learn accounting basics. When I started my business, I had to learn how to do my own accounting. I had to basically say, you know what, I need to do the same thing as I was doing in my full-time job, getting on the schedule, using a checklist. So today I want to give you 5 accounting basic tips. So let's first start off with the definition of accounting. Accounting is the recording of your business transactions and how you understand that financial information. That's all it is. However, there are steps you need to do in order to do accounting. So here are 5 steps. Number 1, utilize a business account. Very important. There's still today many people mixing their personal and business expenses and cash coming in. You can't, shouldn't do that. It's not a good practice, and it doesn't give you a true picture of really what's going on with your business, because you have your personal and your business transactions going into one account. Also, too, if you're ever audited, it could cause an issue. So make sure you're utilizing a business account. Number 2, have written agreements. Many startups, and particularly those businesses still in that 2-year, 5-year, even 7 to 10-year, they don't utilize agreements. So I'm talking about having an agreement with your contractors. Those are your 1099s, your clients, some type of engagement letter or contract, even with vendors, if they're going to offer a particular discount or going to provide some type of service that is very high risk, you want to have an agreement because it will protect you financially. Number 3, make sure you know how you're going to invoice your client and collect payment. Very key. Many times we start a business, things start to move, and we're like, oh, what do we need to do? Do we need to invoice? Is it just based off an engagement? Know how you're going to invoice them and collect the payment. You can use Excel to create invoice. You can utilize QuickBooks. You can even utilize, there's free accounting software out there, such as Wave, that you can use to create an invoice. Regarding payment, today there's many different apps, different technologies that you can use. You can use Stripe, PayPal, Cash App. So figure out what is best for you. I mean, good old check is still good too, or credit card. But remember, when you're using Cash App or PayPal, they're going to charge you a fee. So understand what that fee is, and also take that into account if when you're creating your budget or a cash flow. Because if you're thinking, okay, I'm going to bring in $100, but remember, Stripe and PayPal, they're going to take their percentage out. So you're not going to necessarily get that $100. I don't know. You may get, $95. So make sure you think about that. Also, know how you're going to pay yourself and understand the tax consequences for that. So this all depends on how you're structured. So under each structure, whether you're an LLC, a S Corp, or a sole owner, there's different tax guidelines that you should follow. And also regarding paying yourself, you need to understand how much you need to pay. Not pay, but actually save for estimated taxes. So understand that process. Get with an accountant to make sure you truly understand and make sure you're setting aside estimated taxes, because you don't want to get a huge tax bill at the end of the year. Lastly, do your bookkeeping. I'm going to repeat this because this is very important. Do your bookkeeping. So bookkeeping is a subset of accounting. Bookkeeping is recording your transactions, invoicing, paying your bills, bank reconciliation, credit card reconciliation. The last piece of bookkeeping is recording those transactions and putting them in a nice, concise financial statement. You can use Excel. You can type out, okay, here's all of the cash that came in. You can put a column next to each line and say, okay, this is a sale for such and such. This is a sale for such and such. Then you can have another tab for all of your expenses. And for each transaction, just describing, okay, this is rent, this is supplies, whatever category you may use. Or if you're using QuickBooks, you will utilize QuickBooks and you record those transactions. You'll put those transactions into an account. QuickBooks currently I think they call it category. But no matter what, you want to do your bookkeeping. Most importantly, doing your bank reconciliations and having some process where you're recording your transactions. So for instance, if you need to apply for the PPP loan, you should be able to provide a spreadsheet, a profit and loss statement that says, okay, this is my sales, this is my expenses. So that's what bookkeeping gets down to. So I know this may sound overwhelming, it may sound over your head, but I challenge you just to pick one task, just one task you're struggling with, work on that task until that's completed. So put 30 minutes on your calendar each week. And in your mind, put it as this is a doctor's appointment and I can't change it. Minutes, work on completing this task. Understand, okay, what needs to be done? What do I need to put in place? Do I need to call for help? Just one task. And once you're done with that task, go to the next task. You won't know everything about accounting. For instance, I don't know everything about accounting. You want to learn what your business financials are telling you. That's what it gets down to know your story. So don't get so bogged down in, oh, I have so many tasks to do or so many steps to do. You're learning how to record the transactions, use those transactions to tell your story. Basically to say, am I making a profit? Should I be spending less? Do I need to bring in more revenue? Just think of those high level questions. So don't get so bogged down in the details. So what I find is most people, they're on the right track. They just need, training and guidance. So if you are struggling and want to resolve some of your accounting hangups, feel free to reach out to me. It's a free consultation and we can create a plan for you. So once again, make sure you're doing your accounting basics to keep your business thriving. Thanks for watching and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks.